So hello everybody and happy Thanksgiving. For those who are new to this channel, my name is Wolf and I do a lot of adventures in my camper van, which is behind the camera right now. Sometimes I do tent camping trips as well and other stuff. I just like to get out and adventure. My goal eventually is to become a full-time nomad, living in a van and driving around the country, but right now I'm tied to the Massachusetts area for work purposes and family stuff and that sort of stuff, but eventually. But today, for Thanksgiving, I thought I'd come out to the woods and make myself a personal Thanksgiving dinner. Now, normally, I mean, I've done this type of video here for the last few years. I've been going to Hancock Campground in Lincoln, New Hampshire. Decided to try something a little different, so this time I'm up over at Barnes Field Campground in Gorham, New Hampshire, the only other campground in the White Mountain National Forest that's open all winter. Not many choices this time of year, but that's what I'm here. That's where I am, I should say. And this is what we're making tonight. Now we're keeping it simple, not a huge extravagant meal. Just a few simple things. Of course, the most important piece, the turkey. This time I actually managed to find a turkey thigh over at Market Basket, which is the perfect addition. Usually I find these little tiny turkey breasts, but this time I got an actual turkey thigh. Nice big chunky piece of turkey. And we've got some squash, which is way too much squash for a solo meal, but this is the only size you can get without chopping your own up. Single serving size of mashed potatoes. Big box of cornbread stovetop stuffing. Now this I can just break up and get multiple meals out of it, so that's not a big deal. Got some crescent rolls, which I will be cooking in the little camp oven. And, of course, turkey gravy. So, it's actually going to be a very easy to make Thanksgiving meal. So the turkey itself is going to be cooked directly on the fire pit, giving that the full camp cooked meal experience. So I've got a cast iron skillet with a cover that I use for this. Oh, I'm just going to take the turkey thigh in the pan. That way, there we go. Throw a little Italian seasoning on it for some flavor. Need a lot. And throw some frozen pre-chopped onion in there too, also for some flavor. And cover it up. And we get on the fire. Now, because it's in a skillet and not a baking pan, I'm going to set a timer on my watch to remind me to flip the turkey thigh over every 5 minutes, because otherwise it's going to start frying on the bottom of it. And that's not what we want to do. And yes, if you haven't noticed already, yes, I do need some new gloves. Anyway, alright, crescent rolls. I like crescent rolls with my Thanksgiving dinner. Never get into them. There we go. They're already starting to open themselves anyways because of the pressure shifts. I gotta take these gloves off for this part. Right. I'm just gonna put them in my little baking pan here. That's 2. There we go. All set. Okay, so for both the stuffing and the mashed potatoes, I just need hot water. So I'm just going to use my little kettle that I use for everything for hot water. Right on the stove out here. Fill it up. We got plenty of water in there. Right up to the fill line. There we go. I'm also going to make myself a cup of hot tea with this too while I'm at it. Alright, so the butternut squash is a little bit trickier because it's just this big chunk of squash in this tray. It's really designed to be put in the microwave and or in the oven. They don't even have stovetop instructions on this package, but I'm going to make it stovetop method anyway. So I got the squash here, and I'm just going to put it in this pan. It's defrosted, so it's in easy. Alright, I like to add a little brown sugar to it as well. Out. There we go. Set that in a bit. Chunks of brown sugar. Yeah, I wish I could have gotten a smaller thing of squash, but that's what's out there. Anyway, cover on it, put on the fire pit. Okay, so the biscuits came out a little well done. I wasn't watching them well enough. And the water's ready. Next part is to make the mashed potatoes. Hot water, just pouring it on in. Easy peasy. Okay. I'll make the stuffing in the same cup here. The seasoning's mixed in. Oh, plenty. More than enough stuffing. I got some of my Land O'Lakes butter with canola oil, so it stays soft, well, somewhat soft even out of the fridge. There we go. And add some hot water to that. Stir that up, let a few minutes soak in the water, and you can serve that out. Yeah, stovetop stuffing does not need to actually be cooked on the stovetop. You just want a little simple serving of it like this. Alright, we're getting there. It's done. It's definitely done. Wait. Now all that's left is to make the gravy. Alright, so the gravy just needs a cup of water. And I'm just going to make it in the same pan the turkey was cooked in. Powder right into the water here. Not only does it make the gravy, it helps clean the pan a bit too. Alright, here is the finished Thanksgiving dinner. So we got my turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, squash, and crescent rolls. Complete meal here. And a filling one too with that. One more thing it needs. And yes, this fridge is still working great. Now you guys haven't seen much from me in a while. I got a cup of eggnog. There we go. Not a lot in there already, but that's okay. I've been working on it. I got eggnog. I couldn't find any small bottles of apple cider, so I'm just drinking a cup of tea to go with this too. And lots and lots and lots of gravy. Because I'm the only one eating this, I can have all the gravy. And yeah, the butter didn't melt well on the biscuits. I didn't get them in the didn't get the butter on them fast enough to get the butter to melt. But oh well. Alright, potatoes are good. Stuffing's good. I need a knife. Oh. Let's see. The turkey came out here. A little dry, as usual. Turkey always comes out dry. I like chicken and ham better, but that's okay. That's only once a year. That's good. Oh, very good. Okay. Squash. It's complete with an extra hair. Oops. Can't blame anybody else. I'm the only one here, so it's going to be one of my hairs. And of course, eggnog. Okay. I am going to eat my wonderful Thanksgiving dinner, and I'll check back in with you guys shortly. Oh, that dinner was good. A little bit on the big side. I'm kind of stuffed, but it was good. Alright. Unfortunately, though, with those kinds of dinners comes a big pile of dishes. Yeah, fun. So let's get these dishes washed. Oops, that's too hot. Ain't it too hot? Too hot. My dish soap on. Oh, man. Yep. Need that water too hot this time. This is how we wash dishes in the van here, until I get a proper sink put in. Maybe this year we'll get the sink in, who knows. I keep saying that, but just maybe. I don't have the means to pre-rinse things properly here. Alright, so yep, this is what dishwashing in here is like. Be nice when they have an actual sink to work in though. Alright, I'm not going to make you guys watch me wash all these dishes here, but we'll check back in with you when this project is done. So the dishes are done, I'm in the van, I'm going to relax for tonight. That was a good meal though. Dishes were a pain, but the meal was good. Give you guys a quick explanation since this video here is jumping the timeline here. Way ahead of all the other videos I've been showing because this is my Thanksgiving special that I do every year. Why are my videos so far behind? Well, what happened? Why did I fall way behind on my videos? Don't worry, I've still been getting out on all my camping adventures. I've been all over the place. That I've been doing. Not everything made it onto video because I knew I was falling way behind. So particularly the trips with my brother and that, those didn't really get on video at all. But I definitely got out on a bunch of trips, and I shot a whole bunch of videos still, but just finding the time to edit the stuff has been a bit more of a challenge this year. So as you know, I've talked about it on some of my earlier videos there. I lost my two biggest clients. You know, I'm a self-employed computer tech, and I lost my two biggest clients. Not something of my own fault. Both of them, both companies decided to retire at the same time. So, and they shut down. So I lost the work. So things have been a little bit tighter. So it's kind of forced me to go into a method of finding more work wherever I can, and some of the stuff doesn't pay as well as what I was doing. So I'm working more hours. So unfortunately, it's just, I mean, I'm still self-employed. I can still make my schedule out to go out on trips, but sometimes it's tricky. Like one of the clients likes to call me a lot. Doesn't pay great and calls often, so I've already talked to him 3 times while I've been on this trip because he's a pain. But anyway, he knew I was going away on the trip, but he still keeps calling, wanting stuff from me. So anyway, luckily a lot of the stuff I can do remotely. Most of the stuff could easily wait till I get back, but he wants it now. Hopefully soon I'll be able to find some clients that were paying as well as the other ones, and I can get away from the more needy ones. The needy ones that don't pay as well, but it's just where I am right now. So editing time is limited, and I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. So, but this being Thanksgiving, I'm at least thankful that I've been able to pay my bills. Thankful for that. Thankful that I've still been able to get out on my trips. Thankful for this whole YouTube channel. And, of course, I have to say it, thankful that this is not real Thanksgiving. This is the Thursday before Thanksgiving. So I'm thankful I'll be spending the real Thanksgiving with family and not out in my van out in the middle of the woods. So there's nothing quite wrong with this. How is there? I love being out in the woods by myself, so I can be thankful for that too. That I have the ability to do that and just get some alone time. And that's what I'm doing right now. Anyway, so that's what's going on there with the finances and my editing and everything else. So we're getting on into the end of the season, because this is actually my last trip of the year that I'm on right now. Though the videos you're seeing that I'm still releasing are back in July and early August. So late July, early August time frame. That's where I'm at on the actual timeline of video releases, but we're getting caught up slowly but surely. Anyway, with that, I want to thank you guys for watching. I've got some really fun stuff coming up here and some big announcements for upgrades to the van and that also coming up. And I'm not going to mention any of it because I don't want to spoil it right now. You'll just have to wait and see. With that, thank you for watching. I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. And there goes the furnace wanting to say goodbye as well. And remember, slow down, enjoy life, and always be kind. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.